We gather here today, not to speak in whispers, but in reality that history demands from those willing to confront uncomfortable truth. As we look back in the last century, the two forces sometimes separate, often intervene, that have profoundly shaped the world we now live in. The ideological favor of Bolshevism and the role of certain influential groups within the Jewish community. Today, I wish to explore the so-called love that these forces has bestowed upon earth, and whether it is a love we should embrace or reject outright. First, we must understand the revolutionary fervor that took root with the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. Under the guise of liberating the working class, they promised equality, prosperity, and freedom from oppression. But what was delivered? A machinery of tyranny that ground people into submission, one that exploited the masses to prop up a corrupt elite. There was a movement rooted in a lie. While Bolshevism pretended to champion the worker, what it truly achieved was a system of domination and exploitation, a relentless control over thought, behavior, and even the spirit of individualism. Those who resisted were silenced, whether through gulags, bullets, or crushing weight of public shame. Where was the love in that? Now, let's turn to the modern manifestation of these ideas in what we commonly call wokeism. Like its predecessor in Bolshevism, this ideology thrived by stoking division, positioning itself as a moral authority that demands unquestioning obedience. Under disguise of social justice, it wields power, manipulating guilt and virtue for its own benefit. But let us be clear, wokeism is not a liberation, it is a form of ideological enslavement. It conditions society to believe that victimhood is power and that certain voices must be silenced for the greater good. In this way, it exploits people's compassion while suppressing dissent. And here is where we must address an undeniable element, the influence of certain individuals and organizations within the Jewish community. Historically, Jews has been disproportionately represented in revolutionary movement from Bolshevism to today's woke ideologies. Is it coincidence or is it a strategic alignment of interest? The global banking elite, the cultural curator of Hollywood, the tech oligarchs, how much of their power is being exercised in the name of supposed love for humanity, and how much is driven by self-interest. This love they have given us is not a love that empowers individuals to think for themselves, to question authority, or truly be free. Instead, it is a love that seeks to reshape society in their image, an image that built on moral confusion and false conformity and an obsession with group identity. Yet, I want to be clear, this is not about hatred of any people. It's about rejecting a dangerous ideology that has taken root in power places. One that has transcended nations and cultures to spread its influence across the globe. We cannot allow ourselves to be blinded by the idea that every cause wrapped in the flag of equality or justice is righteous, nor can we allow certain elites, whether financial, cultural, or political, to exploit our empathy, our humanity, for their own gain. What the world needs is not to fall love they have promised, but an eternal truth, dignity, and individual liberty, a love that embraces freedom of thought, that encourages honest debate, and that empowers people to live by their own principles rather than under a dictate of a faceless ideological regime. And yet, this pain has come to an end. Do you think that the love that they have given to us is right? Thank you.